In the chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Kaduna State Chapter, Reverend Joseph Hayab. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. We are seeing calls for investigation into the Kaduna incident. What is CAN saying about the matter?
First, we actually commiserate with the entire people of the community that this unfortunate thing happened. We also commiserate with the governor and the emir of Zazo because it is in his jurisdiction. But I want to make this clear. I think there's so much confusion in some of the stories. The story have no religious, the story have nothing than human beings were killed, because there are Christians among those who were killed and there are Muslims among those who were killed. So fellow Nigerians were killed because of that one mistake. And this is what all Nigerians must frown at. How do we use, as the last speaker was saying, if we are using if we are using intelligence, what other mechanism do we use in ensuring that the information we have is right and what we are going after is the right target, so that innocent citizens will not continue to be killed? And I'm also happy that it is clear by more Nigerians now to know that this is not the first time, this is not the second time. It's been happening, but it seems the moment it happens, we just shout about it and then go to sleep. So nobody takes responsibility. No one is called to account for it. So the call for whatever that different groups are calling for may be right. But sincerely speaking, it is expected that the military or the security forces will go inward and check, what did we do wrong? Where did we not get it right? And then correct it for the future. But if we're just asking for the usual prop that we are used to in Nigeria, where a committee will be set up to prop, most of these props have never bring any good result, neither have they bring any recommendation that can be implemented. So at the end of the day, we just call some group of people, keep them in a room to take tea and enjoy themselves, and write reports that can never be used. And money will be wasted on them in the name of committee. We have a situation at the moment, lives have been lost, people are injured. As of yesterday, we were told 71 people. Later today, we were told that they moved from 71 to 81. And so it tells us that we need to even go and search more. Probably we still have other people out there that have not yet been found, and they need to be taken care of. The issue is that, no, we're going to pay their medical bills, but what kind of medical services are they getting? You may pay money and they're not getting the right service.
Yes, Reverend Hayab.
After this incident, yeah.
Yes. As it stands, the army has taken responsibility for this attack, the military. But are you impressed with that responsibility taken so far and the unreserved apology coming from the Chief of Defense Staff?
Yeah, sincerely speaking, if you have been following events in Nigeria, most time when we have incidences like this, we'll be having argument back and forth. Who did this? Who did not do this? And so speculations will come. But this time around, the military showed professionalism by saying, hey, wait a minute, we did this, but we did it in error. That's a good step. If we will start admitting wrongs, then we are getting towards correcting it. So I hail the military, or I praise the military for that. And I've said somewhere, and I want to repeat here, that the current service chiefs, especially the Chief of Army Staff, is someone who has exhibited good professionalism as far as his job is in Kaduna. He was one-time GOC, First Mechanized Division. We saw what he did. We saw the approach. And we believe that to come out and honor is a step showing that he wants to ensure things are done and done right. So we hope to see that it's not just one of those statements, but action will be taken so that in the future, Nigerians will not come back and have a repeat of this unfortunate incident.
All right, but does CAN have anything in place for psychosocial support for people who have been affected by this incident?
Of course, this is the best thing we can. This is the best we can do for them at the moment, because one of the victims, or one of the person was crying and telling us that as many as over 30 members of his household were killed. You can imagine what that man or members of that household or members of that family are going through. So they need support, they need psychosocial support, they need spiritual support, they need moral support, they need whatever support that will make them realize that they are not alone. Remember, as Christians, the Bible tells us we should mourn with our brothers when they are mourning, and also rejoice. So we don't just keep rejoicing with people. We should identify with them at this moment of need. So we want to join hands with government. As government is playing our role, we are playing our role. Everybody in the community is playing his role. But apart from that, we must also play other roles and ensure that criminals who use our community to hide, this time around will not have a place to hide, because when we don't do our role, these mistakes will continue to happen as much as the military or security agencies are going after criminals and they are hiding among people. Some of these challenges will come. As we give psychosocial support, we will also tell people to take responsibility and ensure that they are sincere and patriotic citizens who will help their country to get rid of criminals.
Chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Kaduna State Chapter, Reverend Joseph Hayab, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 10.
Thank you for having me.